What's up, movie trivia? What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's me again. I'm back, and apparently, my mom got tired of me watching Schmoedown matches with my long SCN hoodie that I always wear. So she got me this little T-shirt. Look at that! It's a nice SCN T-shirt that my mom got me. It's so nice and comfortable, and most importantly, it's not melting the skin off my bones. So yeah. I don't die of heat when I'm watching these Schmoedown matches, and I can actually concentrate on the match for once. So, yeah, this is another one of the matches that I've missed because I didn't have time to watch it. But, yeah, I'm hoping that I can watch this one. Fortunately for me, I don't think that this match was spoiled for me on other platforms, or maybe it did and I just forgot about it. That's the advantage of being me. I forget things. So, yeah, so far I have no idea who's going to win, but this time it's it's a team's match between Final Exam and Shazam. I put my money on Shazam just because they have a former champion there, but then again, Final Exam also has a former champion, so ignore that last comment. Regardless, I still think Shazam is going to take it. I just think not Ethan Irwin. I was just looking at the Lon Harris, the delinquent. I think he gets a little too lost in the character work sometimes. It definitely happened in the previous match against. Why am I forgetting the name of the? It definitely happened to him in the last match, and he forgot to answer a question. So yeah, I kind of put my money on Shazam. As you can see, I'm also planning to participate. And, yeah, I'm using the blue marker this time because it's a team's match. But, yeah, let's watch the team's match between Final Exam and Shazam. Shazam!
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. It is a massive, massive event here. Welcome to all of you out there, whether you are a $10 patron or if you purchased tonight's event to watch it. Thank you for joining us here today on this event. I am Christian Harloff, joined as always by the man who is the only man who can pull off that jacket so well. He is Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Mark, every week we've been doing these, and it's like, oh, they can't get better than this, and they keep getting better. It's pretty nice.
They keep getting better, Christian. Tonight, we have two titans of talkie trivia that are going to go head-to-head. One is one of the greatest film pundits ever known to mankind. The other, a producer to the stars whose movies have made so much money. Jeff Bezos hits him up for spare change. And, Christian, it all goes down right now on a Schmoedown throwdown for all times. I'm excited. My suit's excited. The dog has already gone in the kitchen to get more food. I don't know where to go from here.
Well, I know where to go from here. It's yet another battle between these two. It is Merle versus Irwin 3 for the championship. The first time they went head-to-head was back in 2018 in the tournament. Dan Merle was coming back, and he started to get back on track, and he ran into a brick wall that was Ethan Irwin, and Ethan just didn't beat him. He TKO'd him, and it was only the second time that it ever happened to Dan, and Dan had to get back on the horse, and he got back on the horse, and it took him all the way to Brooklyn in the beginning of the 2019 season. He went up against Ethan, who was the champion back then, and Dan took the title in Brooklyn and needed a perfect game to do it. This is the third time. As we just see a couple weeks ago, Ethan Irwin beat Dan's partner and team's champion the outlaw John Roca in a sudden death battle, and here he is today to face the champion for what he believes is his title. It is a matchup and a half, Mark.
It's going to be so much fun because this has implications not just for these two gentlemen and Christian, not just within their factions, although yes, they are vying for points, and tonight, boy, would a win be huge for both squads. But you also have the singles tournament upon us where we don't even know who's going to be competing in there just yet because we need to figure out who's winning this matchup to see who ekes into the tourney. So there's so much on the line. And again, it all goes down tonight.
You're so right, because it's not only about the fate of is it Ethan or Dan that will be in the tournament. It's also you have two people on two different factions waiting right now. Jen Kemp, the meme queen, and Spicy. That's right. Spicy, Sabrina Ramirez are waiting to find out if they are going to be in the tournament. And the question is, if Dan wins tonight, Sabrina's in. If Ethan wins tonight, Jen's in. So they're both waiting to see if their faction mate can send them into the tournament. There's a lot to be said. And there's so many people here, Mark. So many people watching right now. And there's so much news that we have about how they can get involved more. And you've got some news for them.
I do, because we have an email list. You can check it out right now at the schmoedownlive.com. You just do that / sign up, or check out the sign up tab and click that. Get on our email list, because that way you'll be apprised of all the new events we have going on, pay-per-views, Patreon tiers, all that good stuff. Hell, maybe even a stand-up show makes it into that email, Molly. Who knows? But I do know this, Christian. If you sign up for that email list, you're going to get a special discount on some of our exclusive Schmoedown merch, which I just bought a ton of not more than 4 hours ago. I went a little crazy in the store. It was fun.
I was playing a whole bunch of that music to start. Look, you know me. I'm a scores guy, and David B was a gift from the heavens. This kid is so good, and there's so much, and not even just David B. Matthew Reed, who does the swag theme, and there it is now. If you want to get the any of these themes, they're so good. A lot by David B, and then obviously the swag theme by Matthew Reed, which is becoming an iconic song with everything that swag is doing, and that brings us up to this team's match here. There is a lot happening in the teams division. Mark, we didn't even know if we were going to do teams. We had no idea if we were going to be able to do teams, and we figured out a way to do it. We figured out, okay, look, let's have like kind of a mini tournament before we get into the actual tournament itself, because there's all these teams that are scrapping. Final Exam has been playing, and you have the team of Lon Harris and Paul Oyama representing swag. They've been playing every week, and here it is, Final Exam versus Shazam. They're playing every week here. They're 3-0 right now. They're starting to learn this tournament here, this system on the digital very, very well. And the question is, when they stare across and see Shazam, who are the tournament winners of last year, they lost their championship run at Spectacular, but they are two solid players and a phenomenal team. They won new team of the year. They're a great team. So this is going to be a battle. This is a pick'em fight.
Hey, look, we have a great portal, and we have a ton of fans here ready to watch an incredible team matchup. Will all the teams and their members show up? That remains to be seen, because with Final Exam, you have Paul Oyama, who you know is going to be sitting there in the front row. Hell, Paul will ask the teacher, hey, did you forget to assign us homework? Meanwhile, Lon Harris, his partner, the delinquent, outside doing ne'er-do-wells in a van. And then you have Shazam. And Christian, you look at that fresh-faced child, Brendan Meyer, the kid, and you say he's one bad answer away from maybe going down the path of the delinquent. Luckily, he has a great mentor on his squad in William the Beast Bibiani. They have worked so well together for some time now. And so this is going to be not just the clash of two great singles players in the headlining event. In the undercard, you're going to have two teams going at it. Only one can come out of here with tears of joy.
No, and only one is going to be back next week, because we have another double teams next, because we have the team title match. We're going to have Corruption versus the Founding Fathers. Okay. And in the undercard, Who's the Boss, who is the current number one contenders, will be facing the winner of this match to see who will be the rightful number one contender to whoever the champions might be after next week's match.
You ever think we're doing too many matches? You ever think maybe we should pace ourselves and just kind of take the month off?
I'm too big of a fan of this thing right now to say yes to that. I
agree.
I am on the edge of my seat every week with these things, and I can't wait to see what we have going on. And I also really look forward to seeing what the great Nerd Chronic puts together for all these matches. And we're going to find out right now what he did for this one.
It didn't work out this year. It did not work out this year. That is okay because we ranked, we are protected, we are staying together, we are Shazam.
Two of the best players I've ever seen in any sport, and a comic book reference. Shazam is mine.
Shazam!
William, the Beast, Viviani, Redman, the Kid, Meyer, here is Shazam!
Shazam is back, baby! 5-1, most accurate team ever? I don't know. I haven't done the research in a while. I think maybe.
Storylines, action, adventure, like everything I want to build with these guys. They can supply the talent, I'll make it pretty.
Finally, Shazam, a name that's synonymous with the Schmoedown. We're just getting warmed up. I want that Modi. I didn't realize how bad until today, until this game.
Today we're playing some superheroes in Shazam.
Swag, drip. And your winners! Paul has that LeBron James lockbox, doesn't forget a single thing. I don't know why anybody keeps asking me about Lon, because here's the thing. At this point, I've given up trying to find him.
Lon gave me this map, and it led me to like a bus stop.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Lon the Delinquent here, coming to you from high above beautiful, probably France.
We have a tough opponent ahead of us. I know that better than most. I played Paul Oyama in his debut. I was a very, very different player back then.
But let's be honest here, in singles and in Inner Geekdom, he hasn't had the best year. Lon Harris, I've knocked him out. Twice.
Shazam has been incredible this year. Bibbs and Brendan have had a ton of success in singles and in teams together, obviously. So we'll need our A game. I don't know what that even means for Lon anymore, to be quite honest with you.
I've been thinking about opening a soda shop, maybe in Michigan. People like soda, right? Soda's back.
The things that Lon Harris is doing. Yeah, he's got a too cool for school attitude, but honestly, it's working. He seems kind of cool.
I think Lon might be a bad influence on the kid. He started watching R-rated movies. I think he might be drinking milk out of the carton.
Oh no!
It is up to me
to
help
happen.
defeat Final Exam, to bring the kid back into the light.
Even the adult never be quiet. You're a bad, bad boy. Do not count the quirky mercs out yet. A lot can happen before the end of the year.
They're like family to me. I love watching them play. I love watching them win. I even like being there when they lose. I like being there with my team. So I want that Modi. I'm going to show you guys why I'm going to earn it.
Provided Lon knows, if he's still in the first round or even on planet Earth at this point. So,
I don't know. It's a game. We're trying to win. It's all good. We're doing a thingy. Yeah! Shazam!
Shazam! Nice.
Man.
Yeah.
All four of these guys are big-time players. They are all big-time players. William Bibiani and Paul Oyama are both former singles champions. And, you have Lon, who has made it to the finals in teams before. The kid has won the teams tournament before. They're all really dedicated players, and they're all going into the singles tournament. They're all set up. Now, you look at Winston Marshall and Coy Jandreau. Coy needs a lot of wins here. You look at the standings as they stand right now. These are the current standings for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Corruption with Marisol's win over Bonnie put them with 1 point over Swag. Swag had taken the lead, and with a win here by Final Exam, they take over first place once again. Now, can they do that? Chandru and Andres Cabrera and certainly Final Exam have been a big part. Now, if the Quirky Mercs want to start to make a run at this thing, who are currently in a three-way tie for last place, the Mercs need to start to push here. They need a move. And what a way to do it with your two big guns in Shazam, Mark.
Yeah, Christian, you look down there and you see the Quirky Mercs that are trailing with not a lot of points to their name yet, but you think about what could go down tonight in this team match. And then you think about what's going on in the singles tournament that is upcoming, because you could win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you could get like 20 points just for winning that tournament. And that's just one of your competitors doing that. So it is not over by any stretch of the imagination for any of these factions, but you got to think Winston Marshall feeling pretty good. And I was looking at the weights he was putting up. I think they're a little more than my cute little 8-pounders right here. Mm-hmm. He's got some serious sled, and he's got 2 horses that he could be riding into a victory tonight.
Yeah, and look, and a lot of people have really gotten behind what Winston Marshall has done, and deservedly so. And bringing him in here from the manager of Swag, Winston Marshall, and the manager of the Quirky Mercs, Coy Jandrew. Coy, I assume you're coming in from the laundromat. I can hear it banging around in the back there too. But how are you feeling about this match? And look, these are your 2 big guns here, and going up with the epic run that Swag is having right now.
I felt confident this whole season. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I felt bad about any situation, but I've always known that we were going to shine the most in teams and singles. So it's been a matter of timing. It's been a matter of circumstance of the world ending. But we're finally playing with Shazam. We're finally playing with my first-round draft pick. So a lot's led to this, but I couldn't be more confident. I don't look at the faction as it stands now as any indicator at the end of the year, because singles hasn't happened. Teams hasn't happened. We're just getting warmed up, and I keep saying it and I keep meaning it.
Yeah, Coy, make sure, I know you like a lot of red shirts. If you're washing one of those with your whites right now, make sure it's on the cold cycle.
Thank you. I keep messing that up.
I'm going to go to you now because, look, you're riding high. You've had some nice experiences in the Schmoedown recently for sure. But now you find yourself at a live event with your team playing against an animal that's been cornered in the Quirky Mercs, Shazam. So we all know what Spidey Cat can do when cowered into a corner. They tend to come out with claws. They tend to come out scrapping and have no regard for human life. So how is your team going to combat the recklessness with which Shazam is coming into this matchup?
I just have to ask real quick. Does anybody know, is Lon here? Is he waiting backstage?
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but he's somewhere. But we have
he's just not there, right? Okay.
We have eyes on him.
Then I'm good. Then I'm good. I mean, first off, I learned everything that I have done this year from Coy. Obviously Stacy and I didn't have a great outing. Not a fault of Stacy's, completely my fault. But I learned everything that I need to know about managing. I mean, I got my black V-neck on. I am greased up, but this is live, so I'm trying to be nice to the kiddies. So I put that away. But I learned about the attitude. I learned about hyping a crowd up, having that little je ne sais quoi. So I'm handling my business. And the funny thing is so many people are quick to be like, Shazam, like teams finals, like Bibbs and the Kid, the first round picks for the Quirky Mercs. Okay, well, Paul and Lon were my first 2 picks. Paul is a former champion. Lon this close. They have some combination of the 4 have knocked each other out, beat each other, and whatever. So to say that, I think we have the edge right now because we've been playing digitally for a while.
Brendan.
So I feel very confident about what's happening. I mean, we literally Friday nights have been swag nights. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with everybody, and I hope to continue to have that going.
All right, Coy, before we bring in both teams here too, obviously there's a lot on the line here, and let's take, it's kind of a 2-parter, but the first part of it being that the Mercs are in a 3-way tie for last place right now. So what are the conversations like with Shazam? Is that anything to do trying to get out of that hole? And the other part of it is if they win here today, they play Who's the Boss, who I know William Bibiani is just waiting to get his claws on, and a possible, the title match is not too far away. So what goes into those conversations into prep?
Well, I hope it's not to our detriment, but we honestly don't look at points that often. We go in to play each individual game. We go in to do our best at that game. I know in this particular instance that would be exciting to go to the next level to play that particular team, but right now we're focused on this match, and we're excited about this match. We train one match at a time. I've been excited to play Winston because I've been so impressed at his entire foray this season. I've been watching how Winston manages, and I'm honored by his compliment he just gave me. But I've been really excited for this match as a manager. I've been very excited for my Shazam team to play in team, so everything just kind of lined up for today. So I'm going to deal with Who's the Boss when we deal with Who's the Boss. I'm confident we are going to deal with Who's the Boss, but points don't matter yet to me. I'm excited we're playing. I'm excited we're having some fun tonight. It feels like a Friday night. We're playing live. This is the closest it's felt since like New York. I can feel the crowd. I don't know how many people are here, but I feel it right here.
Hey man, I'm honored to have you here. Same thing. We taking a match at a time. Dealt with Deep 13, dealt with Pride. Now we're focused on Shazam. We don't care about Who's the Boss right now. We're focused on Shazam. We'll deal with them next week. But Coy, I just got to say, man, welcome to Friday Night Swag Fights. Glad to have you here, buddy.
All right. Well, thank you to both you guys, and good luck. Big match here for the both of you. We'll see you in just a moment. So there is Winston Marshall and Corey Jandreau, of course. Mark, it does. They're right. You can feel the fight. I mean, look at the audience is just ready to go, and they're excited and they're pumped, and I'm pumped too. Are you ready?
I am ready to go, Christian. Don't mistake the congeniality between managers for a lack of competitive desire. You asked me a question, Christian, and to that I simply answer, I'll make you famous.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing Swag, with a record of 3 wins, no defeats, the delinquent Lon Harris and his partner, the former movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, primetime, Paul Oyama, final exam.
Yeah, he's about 5'8". He should be wearing a red and black flannel. Oh, Lon, you're here.
The answer is Mulan.
Oh, that was last week. Oh,
Well,
Mr. White, it's good to see you. And I'm glad you've made it. Look, both Primetime and Lon, both you guys. Paul, this has been very interesting watching you two work, because even though your dynamic has been good, last week showed that there's still a little bit of oops. What just happened there? Are there conversations that take place after the match like that cannot happen? Because because the pride almost made you pay for it, but you came back, you were able to take care of the pride, but you make those kind of mistakes against Shazam and you're going to pay for it. Any of those kind of conversations had with Lon?
Absolutely. We can't afford to make mistakes against a great team like Shazam. The biggest thing today for us, we're looking to get out to a lead early in round 1, and I think that's sort of our biggest key for today.
Okay, Lon.
I've heard a lot of the chatter, a lot of people out there saying Lon doesn't prepare, Lon doesn't know the rules, Lon doesn't really care. And to them, I just have one thing to say. Yeah, pretty much. You figured it out.
All right, your parole officer is aware that you may have left state lines. I just notified them. What is going on behind you? Do you have internet? Is this reliable service?
So I hooked up with an old professor friend, just randomly met up with him, and we came up with this new business venture that's really working out well. So that's about all I can say right now. There's there's some other issues to work through or whatever, but don't ask too many questions.
Fair enough. Paul, last question for you then before we bring in your opponents. This is you have history obviously with the kid. Bibiani is one of the legends of the game. So taking them out here and going up against who's the boss, is this something that is this a goal? Because you're not too far away from a team's title shot, which in your young career already is pretty damn impressive. Do you think about that going into it?
The who's the boss part, no. I think if we divert any of our attention, even 1% of it, away from Shazam, that's going to cost us. And what we got to do today is set the tone early and come out and play a great game. It's going to be tight no matter what happens, play our best, and maybe we'll still lose. But what we got to do is put our best foot forward, and I think that we're going to do that today.
All right. Paul, can you confirm that you're not inside the RV that is in the background of Lon's shot?
I cannot, no, for legal reasons.
It's a lot of pots and pans and equipment in there. I'm not sure he could
Stick
fit.
your hand out
It's
of the
not going to
window.
end well, Christian.
All right. Well, good luck. We hope that Lon makes it back.
He won't.
No, probably not. All right, Mark, are you ready for their opponents? Because I am.
All right, please.
And their opponents. Representing the Quirky Mercs, with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. They are the 2019 Ultimate Schmoedown Team winners. The Kid
Brendan Meyer, and the former movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast Viviani. This is Shazam!
I can't.
I don't know.
I can't.
I don't know
Where
where
did
it
you
is.
put your shirt? Where did you put your shirt? You had one
I
job.
don't know where it
no.
is.
What's
I don't know.
happening?
What do you mean you don't know? You know we were Shazam. What
Lon
are you
doesn't.
doing?
They don't wear color-coded team shirts.
If
all right?
if they jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge too? Would you jump off a bridge?
Like baby
Lon
Groot.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's a second season. We're entering the terrible twos here, kid. What are we doing here? Come on, let's
Come on, man. What? Look, hey, you know what? When you're a kid, you're idealistic. You think it's cool. Then you get a little bit older, and you realize that it's cool to not try. It's cool to be like, yeah, whatever. Like wearing hats like this. Like I'm locked in, man. I'm doing it to be fun.
It's a good thing Coy can't.
I
hear
might
you
miss a
talk
question around one for fun, but it doesn't matter. They still
What?
won.
No,
Who cares?
you have no. Whatever happened to my kid? The kid. The kid.
You're not my real teammate. You're not my real teammate.
I know.
Look,
No.
the Shazam shirt's in the cushions. It's in the cushions of some couch. I don't know.
I will
all right?
cancel your Criterion Channel subscription.
Oh, before I've seen Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion, the Elio Petri classic?
Yes!
Okay, you want to play that? All right.
All right.
All
listen,
right. I'm
listen,
back.
Listen, you two.
All right.
You're welcome back. Okay.
I'm back.
What the hell?
Nice to have you back, the kid. And William, I got to start with you. This is a big match for you guys. You have, like you said, you haven't played as a team since Spectacular, coming off of that the loss to the Founding Fathers, and you're back now, and you have a really tough team. And like you said in your promo, you have experience with playing against Lon Harris for sure, and the kid has played against Oyama. So, what kind of prep do you do as you watch this team who has been prepping digitally?
Well, we've been prepping digitally. We've been, Zoom typing and chat tweeting. I insta'd something at some point, and it was pretty good. So we have been. He's been teaching me about the tactics and how to stream jam all of the thingies. So I think we're pretty good. All
of that was absolutely correct.
Thank you. See, we're both teaching each other. And this is really important, I think. So, we've been training. We take them real seriously. They are a very good team. But you know what? I think so are we. So I think we're going to be okay.
I've never seen a Canadian act so rude, Brendan. I only wish that Lon Harris had somebody threaten him with his Criterion Collection membership.
I mean, maybe Paul should try that. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to lose that.
You have to set boundaries.
It's one thing.
You have to set boundaries.
I guess
okay?
so.
You need to stick to them.
All right,
if Paul's listening, I hope he's paying attention.
Well, he is definitely listening, and the stage has been set. All right, we're going to bring in your opponents here. Here is final exam. Then Shazam has hit the table mark. Our competitors have entered the virtual battlefield. First round rules, Mark. How do they go?
My mom just texted me. Now, Junior, you get to do the one thing you're good at, reading the rules of round number one. In round number one, the field of competitors will be asked 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number one. Although it is a team format, it is an individual exercise of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how in round one. However, every point that you accrue will be added to your team's total. As soon as we ask the question, you have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on whatever writing surface you have provided with whatever utensil you feel comfortable holding in the palm of your hand. Once we ask you by name or nickname to reveal your answer, please show what you wrote to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone. Keep in mind, you may not rely on your teammates' knowledge for help in round number one. Each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. JTE probably doing the same thing Molly's doing right now. You may need one if you can't think of the answer, or if you need another 15 seconds to get that correct answer from the back of your head to the front of your head. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round match. Each team has 1 challenge to be initiated by a member, but your manager is going to have to come in, confirm, and ratify said decision. Christian, they seem ready to go. Well, at least 2.5 of them seem ready to go. So I think that's good enough to start.
All right, well, I will ask, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'll ask Lon first. Are you ready?
What's the question?
All right, fine. Paul, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Thank you. William, are you ready?
I am ready. And hey, the kid. Never go to the Schmoedown angry. We're cool. Let's go in there and let's make some friends.
We're cool. I'm ready to go.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown. All right, everybody. So,
See how
Lon
many
just
questions I can get wrong.
blanked out. Round one.
All right.
That's
Well,
in
then it
character. That is in character.
gives me an opportunity to remind everybody watching out there, thank you for your patronage. Thanks for supporting us here tonight and enjoying the live event. Please do not comment in the chat with your attempt at an answer. Doesn't matter if it's wrong, if it's right, or if it's a joke. Do not answer in the chat or else you will be kicked out. But we love your trash talk, your support, and you can say nice things about the two hosts if you so choose.
All right.
That's nice.
Lon Harris has made it back. All right, here we go, guys. Question.
Hello.
Question.
I'm back.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear us, Lon?
Focus, Lon. Focus.
Lon, can you hear me? Uh-oh.
This is so.
I don't know.
I'm amazed he gets any reception out there in Werner Herzog's stroke sec.
All right, Lon.
It's just, I think a chopper was going overhead. Don't tell him you've seen me.
All right, but Lon, you can hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Let's go.
All right, here we go. All right, round number one, question number one. Here it is. All right, action adventure is the first one. What famous comedian plays the character of Danny Costanzo alongside Gregory Hines' character in Running Scared?
Finally off and running, Christian. Got this bird in the sky finally.
Go there.
Wheels up, page labels closed, and we're taking off.
And 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
First one. Here it is. First one. Okay. What famous comedian plays the character of Danny Costanzo alongside Gregory Hines' character in Running Scared?
Christian, have you ever run scared?
I will soon from this match.
Yeah, this might be me calling it for the rest until the title match.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down. And we start with Lon.
Billy Crystal?
Billy Crystal is correct. William?
My cat says it's Billy Crystal.
Yes, it is. Paul?
Where's his paperwork? Billy Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know this movie. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it.
And the kid, Miss.
Sorry, babe.
All right.
Don't apologize to me. Don't worry about it. We're cool. We're gonna be
Next
great.
question. Next question.
All right, 2-1 early lead for final exam. Your next category is in the world of
And
movie
the kid,
quotes.
Miss.
Movie quotes.
Oh,
And your
sorry.
question.
Hands up. I was just taking a drink of water.
And your question. In what 1993 thriller will you find the quote, well, think me up a cup of coffee and a chocolate donut with some of those little sprinkles on top while you're thinking?
What?
Christian, did you like how I diddled my fingers?
Loved it.
As
Actually.
though when you see a donut.
Yeah, I know what you did there. I like the improv. 5, 4, 3,
Yes,
2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down. And William.
He falsified his research so he could bring you RDU-90 and Provasic, the fugitive.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
It is. All right. So now we go to Paul.
The Fugitive.
That is correct. And the kid.
I'm sorry. I don't remember the right quote I had in the line of fire.
All right. And Lon.
Lon is stuck.
Can we give Juan a little more time to get his life together?
Lon.
It's The Fugitive.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Oh, man.
All right. So it's 4 right now.
Right. No memory of that.
4-1. 4-1 as we get to our next question.
4-2.
4-2.
4-2? 4-2, right. Maybe I hit it.
It's got both.
Yes. Okay, 4-2.
We're doing good.
All right.
Crazy.
Stay in the
Dramas.
game, buddy. We're good.
All right.
This is the next one. Dramas. Who plays Agent Rupert Anderson in 1988's Mississippi Burning?
I'm just gonna sit this
Christian,
full
I'm cool with
match
pulling an
out,
audible and
if
just
you
going
don't
to true or false for the rest of the match if you want.
And we might have to at this point. I don't know.
True.
Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Paul.
Willem Dafoe.
It's incorrect. Going to now the kid.
Gene Hackman?
Yes. And Lon.
I also had Gene Hackman.
Yes. And William.
He's a hack man. He's actually a very good actor.
Did you say Gene Hackman,
Yeah,
William?
I said Gene Hackman. I showed
well,
you the scene. I said Gene Hackman.
Well, I didn't see it because it's doing things.
It's weird lag and stuff.
Okay, well, I already started erasing it, but you can see the hack in there. Can anyone?
I saw it.
We're good. All right.
All right,
Mark saw it.
let's just answer. All right, let's get to the next question.
Thank you, Christian. This is in the world of directors, something we're sorely lacking at the moment. Your question. Taylor Hackford directed Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino in this 1997 thriller.
I'm just looking at bibs.
We usually like to banter here, Christian, but it's just kind of nice to enjoy the silence.
It's super intense at the moment. There's no doubt about it.
Soothing.
I'm okay.
And
Thanks, though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And Lon Harris.
I believe it's The Devil's Advocate.
Yes. And now we go to William.
The Devil's Advocate.
Yes. And Paul.
The Devil's Advocate.
And the kid.
The Devil's Advocate. Can you see that there? The kid? Yep.
I got it. That's correct.
Sweet.
All right, next question.
All right.
Here it is. Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Teens see a comet crash outside their town, only to discover a pack of murderous aliens who look very much like clowns in what 1988 film?
You know what I'm going to say, Christian?
What?
This is maybe the best question read you've ever delivered in 7 seasons.
Appreciate it.
That was magnificent.
And 5.
Someone use a JT rule.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question.
All right, first one. Here it is. Teens see a comet crash outside their town, only to discover a pack of murderous aliens who look very much like clowns in what 1988 film? Bailed on that.
They didn't have it that time.
Not that time.
This is really hard.
Flash in the pan, Christian Harwell.
Was that the kid that used that repeat?
Yeah, I've used one repeat. Oh, Paul used the repeat.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, please. All right, starting now with Paul.
Killer Clowns.
I don't think this is right, Willow.
It's incorrect. And now we go to the kid.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Yes.
Finally, I got it.
And Lon?
Right.
Yes, it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
right.
And William.
The Chiodo Brothers classic, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Correct. So Paul Oyama having a little bit of a rough one here as he misses 2. And now we look like Shazam and Final Exam are all tied up.
There, see, it didn't matter. The kid, we're good.
All right. So here is the next question mark. It's number 6.
That's right. It's a good chance to check everyone's microphone because it's in the world of comedies.
I'm just kidding. We love you, Mark.
Sure you do. In what 1990 comedy does Arnold Schwarzenegger exclaim, "It's not a tumor"?
It's not a tumor.
And boy, does Christian love this question.
You say 1990 the year?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. And now we start with the kid.
Kindergarten
Cop.
Yes. And Lon.
Bad spelling.
It is
check, by the way.
Kindergarten
Please
Cop.
ignore that.
Yep. And Bibbs.
Kindergarten Cop.
It's not a
Yes.
tumor.
And Paul.
Okay, it's a tumor.
Tough beat. I did not have it.
Paul didn't have it. All right. So we're
So
really
Dati,
bad
what
internet
does it
from
do?
all the teams right here. So this is it's not great. But after that round, after that question, we still Shazam goes up by 1. Shazam goes up by 1. And now we have 2 more questions left here with question number 7. Mark, here we go.
At your ready, sir. Would you like me to read it?
Oh, no, I got it. Horror/thriller. Frank Grillo first appears as Leo Barnes in the second film of the Purge series. It's titled what?
So I motion for after this round, Christian, we get through it. Maybe you and I can do a little banter, let the competitors go out, and then come back in, see if that helps.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And William.
The Purge Anarchy.
Yes. And now we go to Paul.
The Purge Anarchy.
Yes. The kid?
The Purge Anarchy. Can you see that there?
Yep. And Lon?
It's The Purge 2, everybody. The second Purge.
That is
Purge
so
2.
Lon misses. So Lon misses there. And only William is perfect now. So if William hits this last question, then Shazam will have William will have a perfect round, and only he will get a bonus question.
Christian, I'm gonna correct you right there. I'm not perfect, but I do appreciate the compliment.
I'm going to point out to all the competitors right now that although William
No, I got it all right.
Eligible. Bibbs, you got to stop doing that right now. With the internet, it's really bad. It's really bad. Sorry.
Lon, answer this question. Remember, Lon.
Got to stop. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Paul was giving the advice to Lon I was trying to give to everybody, so we're all good. This is a question to the field, and it is in the world of animated movies, drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question. Kevin, Stewart, and Bob are the lead characters of what 2015 Despicable Me spin-off and prequel?
All right, so right now, obviously, Shazam coming back really big after those first two misses by the kid, but they came back really strong, and they have a 2-point lead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lon?
It is
The
Minions.
movie.
Yes, it is. The kid?
Minions.
Yes, and Paul?
I erased the last second. Minions.
Ooh.
Okay, I see that. And Beast?
Minions.
Yes. All right, so
Just
William
Minions,
the
not the
Beast
Minions movie.
Bibiani has a perfect round.
I guess
So,
I don't
William,
deserve
this
that
question
point.
will go to you and only you. You do not have to write it down. You just have to answer it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Todd Phillips directed Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson in which 2004 remake?
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yes, I
All right.
didn't think of it.
I didn't really think of that as a
But I
remake.
knew the question.
Okay, yeah,
so
great, cool.
that's it.
All right, it was a remake of a TV series.
I just watched The
Yeah.
Fugitive 2. I did not remember that quote.
We should have watched The Fugitive 1.
Yeah, it's in the first one.
So after that, 15, 15-12, 15-12, Shazam now takes the
This is-
lead,
this
3-point
is what I
lead
got.
over Final Exam. All right, so
sad.
Mark, what I think that you're right. So what we like to do for the competitors while we go over the rules, if you guys couldn't go out of the room, come back. We're going to try to test the internet because all of your the kids' internet's probably the best, but the rest of your internet's is stinks.
I would also, if you're using your computers, close stuff you're not using, guys.
Yeah. So all right, you guys can all drop out and come back in.
So do you want me to X out of it and come back in?
You're
Maybe I'll stay. Maybe I'll just stay just to be safe. If that's cool.
We're just going to put you in the waiting room, and then he's fine. But everybody else drop out, come back in because they're.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure it's just a lot of browsers are open right now. A lot of people excited about the launch of my new OnlyFans. A lot of nice pictures on there. So go check it out. Come on back in, close the tab, and we should be nice and square. Now, while I'm sure the competitors are aware of the rules of round number 2, I'm going to run through them right now for the folks at home and for the managers just to be safe in case they need to communicate anything to their competitors once they arrive at a faster internet rate. So, round at number 2 is known as the wheel round. That's right, the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. God, I wish we had a physical wheel. We don't have that many to bring to people's houses, especially in different states. So, it's a virtual wheel. Each team gets a spin at the wheel. Once they settle on a category, 6 questions are asked to the squad. The team may confer amongst their members for each and every question asked. Each question is worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if a team isn't sure of the answer, they can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give them 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So because this is the team format and this is the online and virtual world that we're working in, like the lawnmower man, once a team is not spinning and they are not being questioned, they will leave the stream. We will save the challenge questions as far as any challenges or multiple choice options or steals, if necessary, for the team when they arrive back in the room. Christian, I feel good about it. I cannot wait to see what sort of America Online prodigy speed all the competitors come back with.
Well, 15-12 is a score at the moment, and because of that, we're going to drop out at the moment. Lon Harris, Winston, and Paul. All right, Coy, you got 60 seconds to talk to Shazam starting now.
Hi, Coy.
All right, guys. Hi.
Hey, man. Hey.
So we talked about briefly how this might go, and I feel like this is a lot like New York, where it's just a little bit of a haphazard in the jump, and then once we get comfy again, all will be golden. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. Crazy to miss the first 2, but 6 points in the first round is not the end of the world, and I try to only beat one player when I'm up here because Bibbs is so good, so I feel good.
Confidence is all I care about, and the fun aspect is to be had. Are we having fun?
I'm having so much fun.
We're having
Kid,
fun
don't
now.
worry about a thing. We're doing great. We're looking at how good we're doing. All right,
We're internationally playing a movie trivia competition together in space time. I'm loving this.
20
So
seconds.
Bibbs.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So Bibbs, what do you? So should we decide right now if we're going to let them go first or second?
Let's let them go first.
Let's let them go first.
Yeah,
All right.
let's let them go first. We'll be
I
nice.
was going to
Yeah,
encourage
polite.
that. I feel very good about that because, like,
Let's
as
do it.
per earlier
All right.
discussion.
So
we have to leave then, right?
No, you can watch them spin.
Oh,
first,
right.
know what they spin, and then after they spin, that's when you'll.
You got it.
All right, here we go. So we're going to drop out Shazam, the Quirky Mercs. Going to bring back Winston and his team. Winston, you got 60 seconds to talk to your competitors before spinning, starting now.
Okay, Lon, did you go and activate that hotspot inside of that RV that you have? Is your internet good now?
There's a really weird drifter down the road who's got pretty good internet, so I just worked out a deal with him. I think we're all right.
Okay, cool. You have two JTs. We have our challenge. Biggest thing, Paul, I saw you got a little bit rattled. Don't even worry about that, brother. Like the lag was weird, the things were weird, and that whole first round was weird. So it's gone. We're done with that. All right. And now we spin the wheel, we go hit what we want, we get that, we steal some from them after you guys finish, and then we keep on moving to the third round. And like I said, I picked up my game from Coy. Have fun. I say it all the time. Have fun. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like as an 18-time divisional Schmoedown champ, I think I've got this well under control.
All right. Let's get the wheel up there. And here is the spin.
And around it goes. I see Mr. Eastwood on that wheel.
John Hughes, 60 seconds to decide John Hughes, starting now.
I mean, I don't know. Paul, can I crash at your place tonight? What are you thinking?
If you want, yeah.
Cool. All right.
So why don't we? That being said, why don't we spin again, guys?
Yeah, let's take it one more time.
All right, here's the second spin, starting out. And whatever they get here, and Corey will be able to stay in the room to watch, but he's got to keep his hands up at all times. And then we will see it is Arnie. Sly and Arnie movies. All right, Sly and Arnie. All right, so we're going to ask Shazam to jump out. Shazam will leave and go into the other room, and once they do that, then we will start to ask the questions to Final Exam.
Yeah, get them in the other room and let them get their internet in shape. It's like the X-Men training room, the danger room, if you will.
All right, the other team is in the other room. So we will ask now Sly and Arnie. We're going to get 6 questions in a row of Sly and Arnie. So remember, guys, to say final answer once you have convened with each other. And are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Here's your first question in the realm of Sly and Arnie. First one.
Slarney.
Besides the Expendable series, what 2013 film also sees both Arnold and Sly in a movie together?
Escape Plan.
Yep.
Escape Plan, final answer.
Correct for 2 points. All right. Here is the second one. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays U.S. Marshal John Kruger, assigned to protect Vanessa Williams' character in what 90s action thriller?
This is Eraser.
Yeah. Eraser, final answer.
Correct for 2 points. All right. What character actor plays Mitch, who is one of the abusive officers in First Blood?
It's not Richard Crenna, because he's the boss.
No,
right?
Richard
And
Crenna.
Brian Denny, he's the sheriff.
Yeah.
Let's probably go to multiple choice, I think.
Yeah, we're going to have to multiple
choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Gary Sinise, B, David Caruso, C, William Peterson, D, Paul Guilfoyle?
Got to be Peterson or Paul Guilfoyle. I think it's.
I was thinking Peterson.
Yeah, I want to say it's William
Are we
Peterson
thinking
as well.
William Peterson, final answer.
That is incorrect. It's incorrect. All right. So here is your fourth question, guys. Fourth question. Here it is. Arnold Schwarzenegger co-stars with Jim Belushi in what 80s film?
It's Red Heat.
Red Heat, final answer.
2 more points. All right, that was question number 5.
4.
4, excuse me. This is 5.
The collaborations we need to.
All right. What is the name of Rocky's dog in the film Rocky?
Oh my God.
That's a very specific
I know the turtles.
Yeah, jeez.
I think I'll know it if we go to multiple choice.
Right.
Let's go to
Yeah.
multiple choice.
Let's go to multiple.
Is it A, Butkus, B, Duke, C, Punchy, D, Spike?
What are these?
I think Punchy, but that's a guess.
No, I don't think so. Can we hear the options one more time?
Yeah, for one without any penalties.
Yeah.
A, Butkus, B, Duke, C, Punchy, D, Spike.
Oh, wait, is it Butkus? It might be Butkus.
Maybe. You want
Now-
to go with it?
Yeah, let's go with
Butkus.
it.
Kiss.
right.
Final answer.
Butkus is correct.
Yeah, all right.
1 point. All right.
Nicely
So
done, gentlemen.
I had
All right, here it
Butkus
is.
when
So
you
this
first
is
said it,
now-
but I didn't want to say it out
This is
loud.
the last one, I think,
so
right?
the last,
Yeah.
I guess
this is the last
well, I
question
guess
for you
this
guys.
is right.
Yes.
All right. So question number 6. Here it is.
E4.
Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the sheriff of a small town called Somerton Junction in what 2010's action film?
It's Last Stand, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
you got it. It's last name.
By the Korean director. Last Stand. Final answer.
For 2 more points. All right. So in 2 more points, so you only missed one, and that was a 1-pointer. So we will bring back your opponents here. We're going to bring back
Your
Shazam.
Shazam.
So right now we'll update the score, and the score is 21-15. 21-15 after
6
that
points.
round. All right. So
Very
we will
good.
bring back
Very good on
both
both sides.
William and the kid once the kid is here. But final exam goes up by 6 now.
And an
And-
impressive round at that, Christian. I'm not sure they wanted Sly and Arnie the most, but they certainly made the most out of the category.
Good for you guys.
That is right. All right.
21
Thank
to
you.
15 is the score.
Yes, we're going to remove
good, yeah.
We're going to remove them. We're going to give you the first opportunity to steal before you have
Okay.
one opportunity to steal before
okay.
All right.
before they
Haven't even
spin.
spun it.
Excuse me,
You
before you
already got
spin.
a
Here it is. Okay.
Okay.
It's a multiple choice.
Okay.
What character actor plays Mitch, one of the abusive officers in First Blood? Is it A, Gary Sinise, B, David Caruso, C, William Peterson, D, Paul Guilfoyle?
It's
They-
David Caruso.
Yes, so that's
Soon
not
as
what they said,
they-
obviously. They said Peterson. So
It's
Caruso
not, I knew that
is
that's the
correct.
answer.
All right. So they
Great.
steal 1 point here. So now it is now 21-16. And now we will bring back Coy.
Okay.
And
Sorry,
you're
I meant to like talk that out with the kid. I didn't realize it was me giving a final answer, so I didn't
That's
mean to
okay.
talk over you, kid.
gonna-
Okay,
No, that's
we'll be
totally
more
fine.
careful with saying final answer from now on.
Yeah.
All right.
No, we'll do it from now on.
Make sure you say final answer. All right.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Coy, we're going to bring that wheel up. And the 50 seconds once we spin this
All right.
one. Here we
See
go.
What we got here.
Love that sound effect, Christian.
Me too. Western. 50 seconds on Westerns here, starting now.
Let's just spin again.
Let's just spin again.
You guys know
So
my
broad.
thoughts on westerns.
Yeah,
Let's just
let's
spin again.
Don't let John
At the
go
fate of the
last
wheel.
year,
Let's
say
go.
that.
All right, here it is. So here's the spin.
Well, Christian, as fate
There's
would
just
have it,
100
I
years of them.
randomly got a text from John Roca as Westerns was spun.
Makes sense. Clint Eastwood.
All right.
All right.
Eastwood. All right.
Who also
All right,
record
interesting.
started
Do I get 60 seconds?
You do.
Okay, so they're
Wait.
only up by 5.
Right.
I feel very good about like our headspace versus theirs. Having seen where we are and having seen Brendan and you guys separately playing, I feel very good about that. And I know this kind of category is where you guys shine. How you guys feeling?
I feel good about this. I think
feel-
this is a good one. Yep.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot
he's
of there's
made
a lot of
moves.
Clint
We'll
Eastwood
see.
I know. There's a lot of Clint Eastwood I know. So I think we're going to be okay, and we have a lot of freedom to go multiple choice if we have to, because their lead is not very big.
16 to 21, right?
Correct. So 5 points,
Okay,
and
yep.
you guys are in a great position. You've got a
Yep.
lot of stuff
All
in
right.
your arsenal, and it's
All right.
the Western was due. Apparently, it was fated, but now we have a specific Western, so it's on.
All right.
That does narrow it down. Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Coy, going to drop you out. You can stay in there too. Obviously, keep your hands up. Winston's hands are already up. Best manager in the business. All right. So let's now. Here
Well, I
we
gotta
go.
get my hands up. Sorry. Yep.
I'm gonna just have something-
Gonzo!
It's all right. Here we go.
Thank
So
you, guys. So Brendan and William, because this is a slightly special situation that not everybody's internet is driving quite the way that we would consider ideal, I'm just going to ask y'all to try to limit any extraneous talk to a minimum.
Sure.
You can obviously confer as much as you can, and make sure you clearly let us know that you're announcing it's your final
Okay.
answer.
And you're going to
before
say
that
it, right, Bibbs? You will be the one to
I will
always
be the
say
one who
final
says
answer.
final answer.
All right.
Just so we're all
All right.
Great.
all right. So here we go. Shazam is ready, Mark. Let's start it up.
For 2 points, gentlemen, in the world of Clint Eastwood in 2018's The Mule, who played Mary, Clint Eastwood's character's ex-wife?
Do you remember this?
Actually, I don't. Do you?
I'm almost 100%. This is Diane Wiest.
If you're almost 100%, okay.
Man. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
5.
Okay, Diane Wiest,
final answer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Heard you loud and clear, and it's correct for 2 points.
Yay!
All right, question number 2.
Good job, the kid.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Clint Eastwood has played the man with no name how many times?
It's 3 times.
Are you 100% confident?
It's a
on that?
trilogy. He's played a lot of similar characters.
Right.
He's only done that
the
character
Okay.
3 times. Although each time he actually had a name. But we're going with 3 times. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. Well done, gentlemen.
All right, here's question number 3.
But then I said,
Okay. Sticking with Clint Eastwood for 2 more points. Who plays jazz legend Charlie Parker in the 1988 film Bird, which Clint Eastwood directed?
Was that Forrest Whitaker?
I'm pretty sure that's Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. Well, let's go with that. You
All
say
right,
it.
Forrest Whitaker. Final answer.
Christian, with that answer, they have the lead, 22-21.
All right, so
we can play safe from now. Then
I think we're feeling pretty good. Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
that was question number 3. Now we get to question number 4.
Yes, we do. And this is in the realm of Mr. Eastwood. In what Western does Robert Duvall play a landowner who hires a bounty hunter, played by Clint Eastwood, to hunt down a Mexican revolutionary?
That one I'm not sure about. Do you know that one?
Duvall hiring Clint Eastwood. I don't know. I think I would like to hear multiple choice. So let's do it.
We're going to go multiple choice on this.
Multiple choice.
Roger that. All right. For 1 point now, your 4 options are: is it A, Joe Kidd, B, Coogan's Bluff, C, High Plains Drifter, or D, Bronco Billy?
Okay, I know it's not High Plains Drifter. I'm not sure about any of those.
Yeah, I am really. This one is not ringing any bells to me. Should we just use a repeat of the multiple choice options? Just
Let's
hear
do-
more time?
can we
Can
get a
use
multiple
that? Can we use
choice?
that without running out of time?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And here it is. Your options, once again. Is it A, Joe Kidd, B, Coogan's Bluff, C, High Plains Drifter, or D, Bronco Billy?
I'm
feel
between.
like- yeah, what do you
Go
think?
ahead. I'm just between Bronco Billy and Coogan's Bluff, but that's just me on intuition.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Well, I was going to say it was between Joe Kidd and Bronco Billy.
Let's go Bronco Billy then. Why
We're
not?
going to go with Bronco Billy. Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Oh man, that would have been a good one to grab.
So
All right,
for a
let's
1
keep going.
point steal, once they're back in the room, we will ask that question final
Sure.
exam. In the meantime, it's still 22-21, and Christian, we move to their penultimate question in
All
the
right.
world of Clint Eastwood.
Kid, show
in
your
round
hands.
number 2.
Oh, sorry. Yep, you got it.
Your question. The Clint Eastwood directed Mystic River takes place in what United States city?
It's Boston.
Want to go there?
I'm like 99.9%.
Yeah, I think
sure it's
I think
Boston.
so too. Want to do
Okay, Boston. Final answer.
Beantown is correct. They love that dirty water, and they love Mystic River. 2 more
it? All right,
points.
we're in a good spot here.
All right, so Winston, make sure your hands are up, and we're going to bring back.
We got one more, right? We got one more, right?
Oh, there's one more. Sorry. One more. All right,
We need
everybody.
those points.
Here it is.
As of now, you don't because you already have the lead, but maybe this game keeps going. Okay, gentlemen, your last question. In the world of Clint Eastwood, who's good at directing, acting, and talking to chairs, Walt Kowalski is a veteran of what war in Gran Torino?
Oh, it was the Vietnam War, right? Because that's why he has tension with them. Or was it the Korean War?
It's one or the other.
Oh man,
You think it's Vietnam, right? You think it's Vietnam?
Well, let's go. Let's go. Repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
Okay.
Second one. Go ahead.
All right. So, okay.
Hang on, guys. I got to get the question out.
Okay.
Walt Kowalski is a veteran of what war in Gran Torino?
I don't feel it makes any sense to go for this. We should go multiple choice.
Yeah,
because right now we have the lead. We do. Okay, we're gonna go multiple
we've
choice.
narrowed it down anyway, but we don't want to be
multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, here it is. Multiple choice.
All right, gentlemen, for 1 point, your multiple choice options are: is it A, World War II, B, the Korean War, C, the Vietnam War, or D, the Gulf War?
Okay, so Clint Eastwood would have been like a young man in the Korean War, but he would have been like in his like late 30s in the Vietnam War. So I'm thinking Korea.
What are they're part of the Hmong people? Is that
Three.
Korean or Vietnamese?
2.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Walt
Is it part of the?
Kowalski is a veteran of what war in Gran Torino? Is it A, World War II, B, the Korean War, C, the Vietnam War, or D, the Gulf War?
I believe they're the Hmong people, Hmong. Does that ring any bells to you?
I think let's go with Vietnam.
All right. Well, why don't we? I don't feel confident. I really don't.
I don't feel confident either. But what do you want to do?
Let's go with Vietnam War.
Okay, Vietnam War. Final answer.
I got you. That is incorrect.
Oh man! The last minute I was going to flip it.
Final exam
man.
is going to come back in, and when they do, they're going to be asked 2 questions.
We're going to have the lead regardless.
They're both multiple choice.
All right. So we're going to bring back your opponents here. We're going to drop you guys out. You can watch in the waiting room here.
All right.
All right. So, we're going to bring back Lon, and we're waiting for Paul.
Lon showed up on time. Thank you, Lon.
See? Always. When have I ever given you any reason to doubt me and my reliability, Mark?
All right, so guys,
just look behind
you have 2 steal opportunities, both multiple choice.
Okay.
All right, in the realm of Clint Eastwood, are you ready for the first one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, here it is. In what Western does Robert Duvall play a landowner who hires a bounty hunter, played by Clint Eastwood, to hunt down a Mexican revolutionary? Is it A, Joe Kidd, B, Coogan's Bluff, C, High Plains Drifter, D, Bronco Billy? Your opponents said D.
I'm thinking.
I believe it's High Plains Drifter, Paul.
Is it?
What do you think?
I was thinking B.
Coogan's Bluff? Let's go with
time.
It's either Coogan's Bluff or High Plains. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Get it once. A, Joe Kidd. B, Coogan's Bluff. C, High Plains Drifter. D, Bronco Billy.
If you feel like it's High Plains Drifter, we can go with that.
No, I'm going to go with Coogan's Bluff.
Coogan's Bluff. Final answer.
It's incorrect. Looking for Joe Kidd. Joe Kidd. So now, this is the second one that they missed. Walt Kowalski is a veteran of which war in Gran Torino? Is it A?
Korean?
A, World War II. B, Korean War. C, Vietnam War. D, Gulf War. Your opponents chose Vietnam War.
I believe it's
Korean War, right? Because the guys are Korean. That he's Korean War. Final answer.
That's correct for a 1-point steal. All right, so they get their steal back, and now we're going to bring back Shazam.
All right,
we're feeling good.
It's definitely a battle here as we.
This is a wild one.
Get that score up when we can, and we get into round number 3. The score at the moment 24-22. Final exam down by 2 over Shazam as we get into the third round. Mark, what's the rule?
Yeah, it's a battle on multiple fronts, isn't it, Christian? And now we're all back in the same room where we enjoy each other's company from time to time. In round number 3, this is the round that will determine the match unless we go to sudden death overtime. It's a team format, but the basic rules remain the same. Each team is going to give us 3 numbers. These numbers may range from 1 to 20. They may not be the same 3 numbers that your opponent team gives us. Each number corresponds to a different corner of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. The team's first question is worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3 points. Your last one, and I think we will make it that far, is worth 5 big points. But this is the team format. Where it gets unique is that once we present you with the category for your 2-point question, each team must select who they're going to have answer individually. The opposite team member will then have to individually answer the 3-point question. Teammates may only confer for the 5-point question. So, Christian, we see a 2-point lead right now in favor of Shazam. So they're going to give us their 3 lucky numbers first. So, gentlemen, from 1 to 20, what feels most fortunate?
Can we go with the 3 I always go with, Bibbs? What? Oh, sorry. I can't hear you, Bibbs.
Sorry about that. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. 1, 9, and 4.
1, 9, and 4 for Shazam, and for final exam.
Let's go 4, 7, 15.
They took 4.
Wait, did they?
Took 4. Yeah.
Oh.
You said 1, 9, 4.
Oh, my bad. 5, 7, and 15. My mistake.
No worries.
All right. So now, because of that, so we have their numbers right now, and we start now with, Winston, who will talk to his team first for 60 seconds starting now.
All right, y'all. That's amazing. That's still you close the gap even more from the first round, and that's exactly what we needed. Now that's the 2-point difference versus the 3-point, which is a big deal. I'm not gonna lie, the whole time I heard them conferring, I was like, thank Jesus they are not sure which war this is. At the minute you said it right out the gate, I was like, yes, sir. Yeah. Now, hold on, Lord. Wait for him to finish the answers. Just let him get there, and look what happened.
Real quick, Lon, we have 2 repeats. We want to try and save one for the 5 if we can. So try not to put both repeats. But
And just
Understood.
And just to be clear,
Because
we have
kid, you can't talk until after the
Not our time.
All that being said, you guys are doing excellent. We've been in this position before. We're not stressed out about it. Just focus up and let's get it popping.
Just one question. When does the match start?
next week.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'll be there.
This is just practice. Just
practice. All right. So now, Kid, you had a question before we started?
I just wanted to confirm we have no JTs left, correct?
Yeah, no JTs left, and Final Exam has 2 left. All right. So you have 60 seconds starting now.
Coy, I didn't like that he said Final Exam is playing next week. Give me some confidence right now.
So that is a metaphor for the concept of how this goes. And the actuality of how this goes is you keep playing as you are now. I know my video and audio aren't in sync, but I hope you can feel my zeal even through the discrepancy of dubbing. I feel very good. You guys are ahead.
Yep.
We knew this would be a 3rd-round game. We knew this would be a 5-pointer of a game. Nothing has changed from our training. Nothing. This is an incredible team. They're playing incredibly. You guys are an incredible team. Let's keep playing incredibly.
Cool.
You got it, Coy.
All right. So thank you to Coy. Going to drop Coy out. Going to drop Winston out. And now we are going to start here with Final Exam. All right, Final Exam. You chose category number 5 for your first category. Drew Barrymore films. Who's going to take it?
You want me to take it, Lon? I can
Sure.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right, here it is. 2-pointer. What is the most recent film in which Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler co-starred together?
Blended.
Correct, for 2 points.
Yeah.
All right, 2 points. We are all tied up. And now, Mark, we jump to Shazam, who has to answer their 2, which was category number 1.
That's right. They went category number 1. Those seem to be lucky numbers for the squad. And maybe they are, Christian, because this corresponds to the world of dance movies.
Oh, geez. At this point, how do you feel, Bibbs? Because for me, it's like I kind of feel like maybe I should just. What do you think?
Man, I don't know. How do you feel about dance movies?
Well, look, it's not a strength, but at this point, if I miss it, we're still in a tie. I feel like we should.
Yeah, but I think you're just as strong as the 3. Listen, I'll tell you what. I know dance movies. I like dance movies. We're going to take it for that reason. It's not because of any other thing else. Okay?
You're taking it, Bibbs?
Bird in the hand. I'm going to take it.
All right, Bibbs is taking the 2. Here it is.
Bibbs, have we confirmed that?
What?
Yeah.
Bibbs,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm taking it.
All right, you do it, Bibbs. You got it. You do it, Bibbs. You got it.
The Canadians are just so nice. Okay, for 2 in the bush, here we go. William, your question in the world of dance movies. Who plays Honey Daniels in 2003's Honey?
Oh,
Jessica Alba.
That is correct.
All right. 2 points. Now we bounce back to Final Exam, who gets their 3-pointer. So the 3-pointer is in the realm of Disney films, Lon. Disney films.
Okay.
All right, here it is. Disney films. Here's the 3-pointer. All right. Who voices the giant treasure hoarding crab Tamatoa in the film Moana?
I believe it's Jermaine Clement.
Yes.
3 points.
All right.
And now Lon hits that. So now we bounce back to the Kid. Now we bounce back to the Kid. The score at the moment, finally by 1. The Kid now has to hit his 3 mark, and it is number 9.
You got this, the Kid. I believe it.
Thanks, Bibbs.
That's right. All right. Brendan, the Kid Meyer, you have selected number 9, and that corresponds to the category of thriller. These are not based on the Michael Jackson album released far before you were born.
He's frozen, I think. Kid,
are you frozen?
In fairness. He's not responding or anything, so I don't want to cheat him out of it.
Frozen. All right.
He's either frozen in the internet or a much more serious issue is happening. We'll find
Is
out.
the answer pretty young thing, PYT?
I can really hope the main event competitors have much better internet than any of you. All right. Let's see.
What a night.
All right. One more internet lapse like this, and Christian and I are just going to be playing Trivial Pursuit on Instagram Live.
I'll watch that.
Thank you. We need all the views we can get.
All right, so we're just waiting for Brendan to return so we can answer his 3.
The thriller video was directed by John Landis.
This isn't the music video trivia Schmoedown line.
All right. If
This
y'all
isn't the
would
music
like,
video trivia Schmoedown.
The answer is Jamiroquai's Virtual Insanity.
Okay, that actually ironically is the right answer, and I don't know.
Oh,
how you
great.
did it.
Okay, I won.
that's 10 points.
Yeah.
We're looking, Christian. I saw maybe my favorite comment of the night from a longtime fan, Jonathan Caro, saying, "This is the Schmoedown's Uncut Gems."
Yeah, absolutely.
We're being murdered at the end of this round?
Spoilers?
Spoilers for Uncut Gems. Go watch Uncut Gems. What are you doing?
Juan, you just
had
can't
blind
get out of
run.
your own way, can you?
Oh god. Oh god.
So what about the little experiment going on behind you? Is that something that your teacher friend? Are they by any chance a chemist?
Your words, not mine. I maintain full deniability.
Teacher,
Let's
he said
put it that way.
professor.
Let's just say that the new pope has not been
Sorry, I'm
chosen.
hotspotting off my phone. Sorry, guys.
All right,
The
so
secret ingredient is chili powder.
all right. Here's
All right.
the 3-pointer there, Mark.
All right.
Here it is.
All right.
That's right, Brendan. For 3 points, your category is thrillers,
Okay.
and I'll trust you didn't just take that 30 seconds to
I
Google every
didn't. I
thriller.
swear
you
to
could.
God, I didn't.
All right, your question for 3 points and to regain the lead. Who plays
Roll
Nino,
hands.
a tough guy who works alongside Bernie Rose in Drive?
Ron Perlman?
Chris Hemsworth?
They have the lead once again, Christian. That's correct.
I
Oh,
knew it.
boy.
I knew it.
My
I
bad.
knew it. You
All
got
right.
this.
So we have the 5-pointer from Final Exam. If they hit it, it bounces back to Shazam. However,
Leads are thrown off there, I think. Or the points are thrown off this one. Sorry.
it's 30-26. Yeah, that's wrong. That score's wrong.
26-25, right?
Yeah, that's wrong. So 26-25.
29-27.
All right, don't worry about it, kid. We'll get it. So now we have it is the 5-pointer from Final Exam. 5-pointer from Final Exam. If they hit it, they can confer with 2 JTs left, and they will bounce it back. However, if they miss it, Shazam will go on and play Who's the Boss. All right.
I hope they miss.
So you guys, you have category 15. Category 15, that is the realm of 90s movies. And here, you know what, kid, I love you to death, but I got to mute you for now.
Yeah. And gentlemen, for Final Exam, just remember, there's some internet issues. Audio is a little tough, so try to get the answer as quickly as you can. Try not to dawdle, and make sure you let us know it's your final answer. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Here it is. Here is the 5-point question. Are you ready in 90s movies?
Ready.
All right, here it is, guys. What 1993 crime drama features characters nicknamed Kane and O-Dog?
Do you have any
idea? Not a good sign.
5, 4.
Can you repeat the question?
Repeat the question.
Second one. What 1993 crime drama features characters nicknamed Kane and O-Dog?
Is this Juice, you think? Maybe?
Very good guess. That's a very good guess. Let's go with it.
I'm going to go Juice, final answer.
And your winners! Advancing to next week, William, the Bunny, and the Kid, Shazam!
Oh my God! What was it?
Looking for Menace to
guys.
Society. Menace to
Oh,
All right, gonna
Great match,
God.
match,
I thought it was
guys.
Dead
Great
Presidents.
match.
That's awesome. Oh my God, that's so great.
out.
Oh my God, this is gonna take years off my young life.
George Andrew is there, kind of. But what a match! What a match it was. Final score 29-27. They made you fight for it, gentlemen. They made you fight for it all the way.
I want to, of course, I want to say one thing. Has the new releases exhibition match we did is aired for everybody, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because a similar thing happened where my internet cut out like that, and it's just like I thought,
I'm
oh
gonna
no.
send you a new router before next week.
All right, this was the craziest match I think we've had. This went. I did not think this was going to go this way at all.
Art was in my throat. You know what? You want to hear something real fun, kid?
What?
You know how you were just like, oh, I knew Jessica Alba? Guess what I didn't know? Your 3-pointer.
Oh,
I would have totally spaced on it.
So
Oh my God!
I felt like this was going to come down to a 5-point situation. I felt like
Diane
Final
Wiest was
Exam-
huge too. Holy
I did not know that. Wow.
We knew this was going to be neck and neck, but
Kid
this
is
was
so
Uncut
smart.
Gems. I like this more than Uncut Gems. You guys played incredibly. Oscars to you both. Like, this was exactly what we needed it to be. I feel so confident with Who's the Boss, the way you guys
I
played
feel
today.
like Adam Sandler at the end of Uncut Gems right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, it is insane. William, look, man, this is a big win for you guys. You haven't. It's the first win since before the tournament, before the spectacular last year. So now you go and you're playing up against Who's the Boss. You get the other star team of the Finstock Exchange here in Ben Bateman and Mark Riley. So there it is on the undercard. Next week of the Founding Fathers and Corruption, Who's the Boss faces Shazam. You also have gotten the Quirky Mercs out of the tie for last place. So now, after those 2 points, you see yourselves jump up, and you see yourselves now battling against, there it is right now, the Mercs jump up, and now you're tied with the Dungeon there at between 6th and 7th place. Cool. So tell me a little bit about it, Brendan. Playing Who's the Boss here, going up against Riley and Bateman. You certainly have your history with Bateman in the singles tournament, and so does Bibbs. So, how do you feel going into this match?
Look, I feel very similar to the way I went going into this match. I think that we're going to have to, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to a game of inches. And look, Final Exam is an amazing team, and neither team had their best today. Look, we're both teams that are scoring in the 30s, and neither of us had our best today. So I'm very confident for Who's the Boss, because we did not have our best today, and we were still able to win. So I feel very, very good.
To be honest, go ahead, Mark.
5 pointers.
Coy, you had mentioned, and then we'll throw it back to William as well, that it's just one of those matches where it could have gone either way, and there are so many twists and turns in this match. So for William and Brendan, Coy, what did this team show you tonight that you didn't previously know about them?
So this was actually the first time we've done teams this season. The last time I was with these gentlemen, it was singles together and separately.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
it's been really interesting to have this dynamic, especially digitally. But what it showed me is that they can overcome their little trip ups. Like I was worried in moments of pure stress that wouldn't come back to them, but at no point did they stay fatigued for more than 5 seconds. At no point, right or wrong answer, did they not get back up and dive back in. There was no folly from a wrong question into the next right one. So I now have full faith in them. No matter how it goes as we go, they're gonna land on their feet. They know this stuff. And they played like that was. I know they're doubting themselves a little in their gameplay this because the 30 points and all those things, but this was Final Exam. This was Winston. This was all the things we were looking forward to, and this was spectacular. I'm so proud.
All right, well, because you didn't get it when you won, guys, you did win here too today, and you took the victory. There it is. There's the final score. Shazam defeats Final Exam. Quirky Mercs beat Swag, and we find ourselves now Shazam versus Who's the Boss in a #1 contender match, which happens next week. All right, gentlemen, I have to thank you very much for
thank you, Christian.
Hell of a match, great undercard match. You guys played really, really hard. Minus the silly internet things, you guys held it together. Really good, great teamwork, and you showed why you're one of the best teams in the.
And seriously, it's been so fun watching Winston win so many matches, and I'm rooting hard for Paul and Lon going forward. Paul is awesome.
They're so great. Thank you so much for a great game, you guys.
All right, well, congratulations to you guys. Really appreciate it there. That was a hell of a match there by Shazam, Mark, as they pull off the victory. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, the kid just said that he thinks that match took a couple years off his life. That match has made Christian and I Waldorf and Statler from the Muppets.
That was really fun. I want to see if someone sent me a text. I want to see if I can actually read that on the air and see if they say yes. But if they say no,
good. Yeah, good, Christian. Let's bring more technology into this.
No, I'm just reading. All right. So let's see. Before we move on, I would like to say to everybody, thank you for watching the match here. And now let's get to the team of Final Exam and Winston Marshall. All right. Winston, let me start with you, man. So this is a place that you have not been in recently. This is a tough one. You guys were in such a role here, and now don't almost get past corruption again there with this one. With corruption now in first place, and just 3-1 and putting out a hell of a fight. You got to still be proud of these guys.
Oh, I'm very proud. If anything, I don't blame them for losing this match. I blame myself. I have been the biggest advocate, and I will continue to shout it from the hilltops that we need more black cinema in the movie trivia Schmoedown. And I didn't prep these guys for a question that as soon as it was said, I was like, that's a 5-pointer. And I feel like a piece of shit because I'm sorry. We're live. I'm sorry. I'm in my head. I feel bad because these guys really know everything under the sun. I'm so proud of them. And I feel like I failed them. As a manager, it is up to me to make sure that we cover all sorts of things. And I never brought that up. And that is 1,000% on me, guys. I failed you as a manager, and I'm very, very sorry. But the one wonderful thing that we have going, we're still in second place. You guys have had a hell of a run. You're 3-1 right now. We have the singles tournament to look forward to. And, with that being said, the team's tournament is still around the corner. We got to make some decisions. But I mean, like the way you guys are rolling. So I'm very, very proud of you. I hope you guys know that I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, and for Paul or for Lon, either one can take this question. I know what a hard-fought match it was, and it's one thing if you come out on top. If you're fortunate enough to win, you say, ooh, we breathe a sigh of relief. But here it was such a struggle just to get through the match itself and then to come up a little short at the end. Can you put into words what you're feeling at this moment?
Just frustration, really, in myself. 2 of the questions in round 1, I wrote the right answer. I thought it was too obvious, erased it, wrote something else, and turned out that I had it right the first time. Should have questioned that First Blood question, and on the 5-pointer, like that's a movie I really like, and I watched the 2 of those movies, Juice and Menace, back to back. That really, it just sucks, man. Like feeling it like it's right there, right in your grasp. This was the Shazam that we could beat. Like there's a lot of games that we probably couldn't have beat them, if they played perfect like they did against other teams. But today was our chance, and I just feel like I let it slip through my fingers, and that's just so frustrating.
Lon?
Menace to society.
little late.
5 points.
It doesn't work there. But Lon, I have good news for you. You're off for a little bit until the singles.
That's good news.
Well, but the singles tournament's right around the corner, so you'll be playing very, very soon against Sabina Graves. So
that sounds like more effort. All right. I'll figure some. So I'll talk to Mr. White, and we'll figure some stuff out.
Mr. White.
That's fine. Paul, you have Marisol McKee, who just made a very, very strong debut yesterday against Bonnie Somerville. So both of you guys, this question for both of you, although I probably get a better answer out of you, Paul. How do you prepare going into the singles? Can you take this loss and learn from it going into singles?
Yeah, I'm going to come back hard, and this match might not turn out so good for Marisol because this has lit another fire inside my belly, and I'm just ready to conquer singles because that is the singular focus right now. My mind is strictly on her, on beating her and her faction, and moving on to the next round. I'm laser focused, and I will be ready when I play her.
All right, Lon, I believe you. All right, so guys, thank you so very much for joining us here. And hell of a match. Winston, congratulations on a hell of a year here, man. It was a tough loss, but you guys still have just been knocking it out of the park. Swag has been on fire this season, and I'm sure the singles tournament is. Yeah, go ahead, Winston.
Last thing I'll say, it's not about what you do when you're winning. It's about how you handle it in defeat. And I guarantee you, for everybody that's watching, for everybody that's cheering that we fell today, don't worry. We're coming back harder and stronger and swaggier than ever, baby.
All right, so thank you to Winston Marshall, Lon Harris, and primetime Paul Oyama. Look, they're bummed. Obviously, anytime you take a big loss like that, you're going to be bummed. But it was a hell of a match we got here, and we are going. All of our competitors and managers that were in this match are going to drop out now because we're going to let the competitors come in for the main event. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and when we get back, get ready. Hold on to your butts as we get to Ethan Irwin versus the movie trivia Schmoedown, champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Merle. 5 rounds for the undisputed movie trivia Schmoedown championship of the world. The exchange versus the suspects right after this break. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so I'm also going to take a little bit of a break now. This was a very intense match right there. I mean, first of all, I got to say that it's the worst of the digital matches because of all the technical difficulties that happened during this match. But besides that, this was a really great match, and both teams played a hell of a match. I mean, they both said it. They didn't play their best, especially in round 1, but round 2 was a game changer. I loved the way they conferred on every single answer. Both Shazam and Final Exam, they talked it out, and they used their JTEs wisely, I should say, and the repeats of the multiple choice answers. I don't think either team has anything to be ashamed of with this performance. Again, not their best, but still a very great match, and I really enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I really hope that I can. By the way, for those of you who are interested, this is my final score. I got 5 questions correctly out of about 20 plus questions. So yeah, easily my worst performance since I started doing these reaction videos. I only got 5 questions right. Probably should be more. I mean, I definitely knew the Minions question, and what else? I knew that I could have gotten the Jermaine Clement question, but I just didn't think about it hard enough. And there was that bonus question that I also I knew the answer. I just didn't pull it in time. So yeah, maybe this thing should say 7 or 8 instead of 5. But hey. And also, as far as the Minions question, I had the right answer. I just wrote the wrong thing, and that's the reason why I decided not to give myself the point. So yeah, this has been easily my worst match personally for me. But yeah, I'm so happy to see Shazam still in the game, and it's well over 2 a.m. So maybe I can watch the main event, because I really want to watch it and move on, and so I won't get spoiled for the pay-per-view that happened this past Friday, because I know they're gonna talk about it on SEN Live soon. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on editing this video right here, and hopefully I'll have enough time to watch the main event match. So until then, Shazam! Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.